if you just hold your breath for 2 minutes, you realize how important that is. So why would we not practice taking in more of the thing that keeps us alive? We take it for granted because it's autonomous.
Hey guys, we're back in this week's The Lovin Show. I have my co-host Casey here with me.
Hey guys.
And two of Dubai's most inspiring people. They're basically using their social media platforms to teach us about the art of living and to live more consciously. And so to start, we want to know, could you guys introduce yourself for those who don't know? Nadine and Ricardo.
I like
nice
Ricardo. I love it. I'm Nadine. I'm originally from South Africa, but I've been in Dubai for 17 years. The 26th of February will be my 17-year anniversary.
Amazing.
Wow.
She's practically a local.
Exactly right. I'm half
Practically
Emirati. I always joke with that. I love that. Yeah, and wow, Dubai has been, I feel like I had 3 different lives here. I joined as Emirates cabin crew for 7 years, and then I went into the fitness industry. I was a life coach, fitness coach, nutrition coach, and that's been my life for the last 10 years here, and now transitioning into another industry or into another world. Yeah, we can call it your heart space. that's me in a nutshell.
Amazing.
Nice.
Ricardo.
Oh, man, where do I start? So I've been here almost 2 years. June will mark my 2 years in Dubai. What led me here, I was in India with my guru. I had a life-changing time in India. So I was spending time with him, and then I went back to LA. I had a mutual friend with a business owner here at the Platform Studios. So I came here, and Nadine was actually one of the first people I met outside of work, a local Dubai person. So, and it's a long mystical story, but we'll get into that later. So yeah, basically I was teaching fitness in Los Angeles, and then I came to Dubai having this journey in India, where I learned a lot of spiritual teachings, the art of living, which is what we can call yoga. And then my duty and my mission became to share that and integrate that with fitness. And then I met her, and then my whole life changed. so we're here now.
So before her really becoming your tour guide from 2 years back, I take it you guys have met before. So how did you guys actually meet? Tell us the story. I'm literally putting the cue cards down.
Oh my goodness, this is a long one. We should make it like a whole series about it.
We have time.
I know. So I used to train VIP families, and one of them.
Which family, sorry?
Sorry.
Oh my.
No,
I didn't hear the word.
VIP families.
VIP
yeah.
families,
I
okay.
just used to. That used to be my focus. And they would always come at me with questions about introducing them to people, because just to have that one person in between, and because I know so many people in Dubai, it's so easy. So I got the message, and they said my brother would like to train with this new yoga guru, yoga master coming to Dubai from LA. His name is Ricardo Vargas, and I'm like, I have no idea who that person is. And they say, well, this is his Instagram account. Could you maybe reach out to him for us and just get his number? And then I went and looked, and he was still standing on the airport. That was his last picture on Instagram. And I was like, oh my word.
Flying in the air.
Because back then I was like, I don't slide into people's DMs like that, So I just sent him a message like, hey, it looks like you're not even in Dubai yet, but there's already an amazing favor on your life, because my family wants to train with you. So if you need, please let me know what your number is. So that's how it started. That was a starting point. And that was literally while he was still in the air from Los Angeles to Dubai.
So before you slid into the DMs like that, did you already kind of have a feeling, or was it just, okay, we're doing this as part of...
Yeah, no, not at all. At that time, I was self-love every single day. There was no time for me, maybe for friends and entertainment and things like that, but I was not looking for the one. I was just out of a divorce a year after that. So for me, I just wanted time for me, selfish. Crazy. So I saw his profile. I was like, wow, he spent time with children in India. It looks like a beautiful person. Yeah. So I had the respect. I immediately saw him the word that comes to mind as a holy man. So
But what about you?
And then I
getting
got to
this
know him.
message?
No,
How did you feel to get that message from Nadine as you're coming to Dubai? Did it feel like a favor? Did it feel like something special?
Yeah, it felt like something special. I knew, like, I had done enough work on myself in India. I faced all my fears, being alone, away from my home, from family. I pretty much left everything I love consciously from leaving Los Angeles. I donated all my possessions. So I had done a lot of work.
Wow.
So when I got back to LA, immediately it was like the universe and synchronicity just popping in. And my friend Andrew was like, hey, there's this opportunity to Dubai. I'm like, great, I'll do it. Let's go. Because I knew I didn't want to be in LA anymore at that time because I was looking for her.
It's amazing how these things work out. Straight after Valentine's
Should I
Day,
tell about the
obviously.
painting or slowly?
They will love them. They love the painting.
So, okay, so I'll tell you guys, it's a really long story, but
Yeah.
I'll make it short. So on that like journey of self-discovery or personal growth, enlightenment, whatever terminology you want to use, after I spent time with Guruji, he changed my life. The first thing he told me was like, you're not a man, you're a soul. Having this experience, I was like, whoa, with the brakes. Nobody's ever said that to me. So he really changed my life. He really showed me how to be a good human being, a quality human being. It's the art of living, right? How to live well, how to be a good human being and inspire people through that. And after I spent time with him, I ended up in, I just kind of ended up in Greece, and I was studying like philosophy there. And then I started to get back into my routine. So I started exercising, going to the gym again. And as I walked to the gym every morning, there was this painting. And it was this beautiful blonde woman with green eyes. And she was like, she was kind of nude. And then she had a heart, like, not a heart, but like a candle in her palm. And it was kind of playing off like the Sacred Heart of Jesus, if you know that. Yeah. And so she was holding the candle over her heart. And it just struck me, like I would literally stop in my tracks and look at this painting. And I'd seen hundreds of paintings, you know, on my journey. But this particular one, I was like, that's gotta be this person I'm looking for. This has to be. This was like this was 3 years prior to coming to Dubai, right? That was back in 2016. 2016.
Before the DM sliding ever.
Way long before the seed was planted. Long before, and there was a healer in Bali who told me, "Your wife is going to be a blonde Western woman."
Stop. This
and
is
you
like
don't,
Eat, Pray, Love in real life.
Yeah, totally. And he said to me, I'm sitting there as like this, he's a real holy man. He's like out there, you know, the turban, he's got his little sarong on in Bali. And he tells me, he's like, you don't care about money. Your mission in life is going to be to teach people to meditate. And your wife, this previous woman wasn't good for you. She wanted money and you don't care about money. So this new wife that you will meet, this wife, she's going to run the business. And she's not from America, but she's blonde. She's a Western woman. So I was like, all right. So that kind of planted the seeds in me. And then when I saw this painting in Greece, after that, it was like, all right, this is the person. So the next 3 years, I really kind of kept to myself. I think I dated maybe like 1 or 2 people and just created space for myself because my box got like this big. I realized exactly what I wanted. It was going to be someone who was well-traveled, someone who had a kind heart, who wanted to uplift humanity and other people. And so my box became like this, literally.
Did that close your faith at all when your box is that small that you may not find the person, or you just felt sure it was
made
going
it
to happen?
super easy.
Wow.
So I didn't have to waste time dating somebody and getting to know somebody that I had nothing in common with. I'm like, all right, if you're like doing this, and this, you're not for me. Like, and that's cool, and God bless you. But like, I know what I'm looking for. She's probably going to be interested in yoga, talk about God a lot and spirituality, and want to travel the world with me and take this journey together. And I came to Dubai. She's the first one I met.
Do you think we're in someone's box waiting?
No,
Yes.
Not yet. I feel like for me personally, I feel like I would need to go through the journey that you guys have gone through. I need to do the work on myself and be okay with being alone, so that space does open up. And if I were to attract someone, just as you attracted each other, we would have similar beliefs, and it wouldn't be something out of.
That's good awareness, Shireen. Yeah.
Thanks to your posts.
Oh,
All the other things that I've been reading online.
But let's say fast forward 2 years after the magic, you're now engaged. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
And you're working together, so.
We do this stupid little thing. It's like,
We'll be in
the ball, as you go, and I go.
Can you imagine someone around them like,
that happened.
But
Yeah.
how are you guys working together now? You have your social media platforms, which you've just started, which is great.
Yeah.
And are you working separately or together on projects, or?
But mostly everything we do together. I think Ricardo talking about his journey. I've been on my journey. We've both been in relationships. I think I think I speak for a lot of women. It's really hard to make ourselves being seen. In this meeting, we make a certain part of ourselves seen. With some people, we make another part of ourselves seen. But the true us, the
100%.
true you, the true me, is really hard for us to make ourselves seen. And gone through the journey that I've gone through and discovered everything that I've done, Ricardo is the first person that I allowed myself to see me. And therefore, we can spend like all the time together, like every single time, every single moment of the day. It's fun. And if it's not fun, we make it fun.
Yeah.
We have crazy sounds like that. So yeah, we do work together. And it's so nice because he has these incredible talents. He's an artist and a writer, and his English is really good. Mine is not that good because I'm
Oh, it's
Afrikaans.
amazing. I love her.
But and then I have this feeling. I'm all about feeling and heart, and so putting that together, it's really cool to create that. And then we're not the best at adulting. We know both of us have to adult
Admin
a little bit
stuff.
more. But we really learn to communicate. We're learning each other through this as well. So when there are so many of our friends ask us, do you ever fight? It's like, we don't fight. There are moments that we have to communicate very clearly. It was like, and he has to ask me, is this where you want to be heard? Or do I need to give you advice? And that's a very good skill to have, to ask a friend or a husband or a lover or a child, is this where you need to be heard? Or do you actually want me to participate in this?
It's amazing advice for any couple out there, by the way.
100%, because sometimes girls
Yeah.
just want to be heard.
And-
We just
and-
want to speak. And then men
Yeah.
are focused on finding solutions.
Yeah.
We're
And they want to
problem
fix
solvers,
it.
right?
Yeah.
So there's an issue. I'm like, she's my baby. I don't want her to suffer. So I'm like, okay, what can we do? How can we fix this? But that's
It's
not
good that
always
you
what you
kind
guys
of
want.
ask her though.
Completely. And I've learned, I'm like, I've kind of learned to ask, like, hey, babe, is this time where you want my advice, or do you just want me to lend an ear? And she's like, just lend an ear. Let's listen. Cool. Done.
Yeah.
And it makes it really easy. And I think that's the beautiful thing is the communication. So you asked if we work together. Yeah, we work together. And I think the communication or relationship isn't any different than the one in, all the admin stuff and the creative projects, because we have it, it's built in. And yes, sometimes you get a little bit frustrated, but we're literally like children. Like if somebody gets upset, they'll be like, or make some noise or something. I'll be like, oh, and then we both laugh and we're just like, oh my God. So we're literally like kids, and it's done and gone. That works for us. I'm not suggesting that, but it's just, we really do have this like childlike energy with each other. And it makes it really easy. It's like little kids will beat each other up and then they hate each other for 2 minutes and then they're done and then they're playing and running around again. And it's really like that. So we don't hold on to stuff. We let it go. We meditate together. We try to do everything together. It's a little harder these days because I'm teaching more and she's working on the editing stuff. She's amazing at that. So
Glory girl fit. I mean,
How?
yeah, I'm learning from her. She's my social media guru, guys. If you need advice, you ask her.
She's your girl.
She's amazing. Yeah.
So it also really kind of helps, I think, that you're both like-minded. So it helps to start new projects together, like your YouTube channel. We want to ask about that.
Yes.
So tell us more about
And
the
there's an
YouTube
Instagram page, Nadine and Ricardo, as
Ricardo
well,
and
right?
Nadine.
Yeah,
Instagram
that's
page,
right.
yeah.
Thank you so much
so
for
kind.
highlighting that. You guys are amazing, honestly. Thank you.
No, because like I said, it was
Appreciate
really,
you guys.
it was really, it's an exciting concept. Could you tell them more about it? Because you said you're both I
Co-creating.
don't wanna misquote.
Yeah, we just want to co-create.
Misquote. He's like,
That's cool.
No,
No, nothing you can say can be, because
Aw.
like everything we think, everything we say, everything we do is creating our reality right now and the future reality as well.
Yeah.
So that's so exciting. And I've never been outspoken about these things. I've always been interested in the metaphysical and esoteric and friendships that we have and finding each other and having these daily deep conversations. Like, I always thought I was alone in that, and to talk about energy and vibrations and how we speak things to life is like every word we speak is as a magical spell. You know, I don't know. Have you read the 4 Agreements yet?
No, but I really want to.
So
I need to
good.
agree with
Such a
that.
good place to start. Very easy. Easy to read. And it's like, I get it, you know? And yeah, so starting Ricardo and Nadine is about co-creating a conscious community. And just share. So where Ricardo has his deep teachings about yoga and what yoga really is. We're not talking about tight spandex and splits and things like that. We're talking about the real meaning of yoga. And then for me, I come in with them a little bit more practical as a step 1, step 2, step 3. So we want to mesh and mix that together to create content that inspires and encourages.
Yeah, and I think if I may use this platform to actually clarify what yoga is. Yoga is based on what's called the Yoga Sutras, and sutra in Sanskrit means thread. So it's, I think, 198 threads that tie together and define yoga and meditation and what it is. And the word yoga actually means, do you guys know what it means?
I don't actually know what it means.
A lot of people, it's crazy, right? Like a lot of people practice it, but they're like, we don't even know what the word means. So yoga means samadhi, and samadhi means spiritual absorption. So that's what you're doing if you're practicing yoga. So it goes far more beyond the physical. That's only 1/8 of the Yoga Sutras. There's a path, kind of like the Eightfold Path in Buddhism. So the yogic path in Raja Yoga, the Yoga Sutras, this is 1/8 of the path. So if you're doing just asanas, that's not it, right? Because it's like, it's like, I used to go to church, for example. I grew up Catholic, and I would go to church, and then I see like people honking at each other to get the heck out of the way, right out of the parking lot. I'm like, wait, that's not what Jesus was talking about. So the art of living becomes, how do we really have an impact on people? And if we really pay attention, people look at your actions and your example by what you're doing. If I'm talking about this stuff and I go out and flip somebody off outside in the parking lot, like, that's not really in alignment. It doesn't jive with what I'm doing, right? So I'm aligning with my spirit, and what's moving through me is also moving through you and you and her. And so I love you in the same way that I love her, because you're a reflection of me, and same with you. We don't know each other. We just met, but it's like these electrical appliances or these lamps. They all have different forms and shapes. But what is powering these appliances and lights? The electricity is formless, and it's the same. It's that same source energy that's flowing through everything.
Wow. So these are the type of, sorry my love,
Teachings.
these are the type of conversations we want to have, because we have this all the time, and it elevates. It just elevates. So every time we leave the house and we are with people, it's just like everyone is suffering. Everyone is going through pain, and knowing this and living this way, it's just like, I just want to love everyone. I just want to hug everyone. I just want to share this, what we know, with everyone, you know, so we can all
and it's what you're doing with your social media, which is amazing, is sharing your teachings with us. But what sometimes I think I can struggle with social media, and as you guys know, it's a place that people can say isn't authentic, but at the same time you're sharing with the world your authentic teachings. So where do you guys sit on the kind of being as authentic as possible, and then also kind of having that kind of social media presence, which can be difficult to maintain your creativity sometimes, I think?
Yeah, thanks for the question. It's a really good question. For me, I feel like anyone that knows me, they know like I kind of stepped away 2 years ago out of the limelight, out of the social media. I have to grow my account. I have to get more followers. I think I've shrank with 6,000 people unfollowed me over the last 2, because I was less engaged. I needed time for myself to not go down the rabbit hole of, how do I stay up with the Joneses? How do I be more creative? How can I get more people to like me and to follow me? And that creates such a whirlpool of anxiety and stress, unnecessary, because we're trying to be someone that we're not. So take a step away. It's okay. No one will die.
100%.
You know, take a step away and find yourself. Like you say, you want to go on your journey, and we want to share authentically. So take a step away. I'm about to change my name, and I will lose my verification, but it's okay. It's practicing non-attachment, because I really want to speak to the people that needs to hear it, and that wants to hear it, and wants to build community with us, and all the DMs in the back. I think we're into the business of really impacting lives instead of influencing lives, if I can say that. You know, so I don't know if that answers your question,
way to put it,
but
absolutely.
Get offline, you know, and if your views go down, like, hey, that's fine. The people who wants to be there are there, and that's where community starts.
Exactly, because I
Yeah.
think you nailed it, because I think it's not about influencing people, it's actually building a community, because it's important to share these things,
Yeah.
and we're all able to learn from social media, but it's
Yeah.
how it's done, I think, is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the note of, you've lived here a long time now, and you posted something the other day about leaving Dubai for good.
Yeah, what
and
is
I had
this?
asked about this before the show too, but I would ask about it again now. So, what sparked the decision to leave, really?
Oh my word! I think, but both of us are children of nature. I'm from the bushveld of South Africa. That's where the big five is. That's where the sunsets are orange gold forever and ever. And he's from California. Right in his backyard, there's mountains. It's amazing. We were just there.
Yeah.
So just craving nature
Okay.
and living a spiritual life close to nature and feeling alive every single moment you look out of the window or you step out of the window. You're not training your mind, okay, I'm grateful. You're just like, oh wow, I'm
there.
just there.
Yeah.
For you, Mala?
Yeah, I think more the same. Listen, I'm a wanderer. I really learned the most important lessons I learned in my life was traveling out of a backpack, because you really realize what you need in life, and it's not very much. And so we've been here for 2 years. I didn't have a legitimate job. I was just kind of wandering, sharing these teachings with anyone who would listen. And the platform studios here in Dubai has been incredible. I think I had $30 in my pocket when I arrived that my mom let me borrow when I came back from LA. And now we have, thank God, thank you, Stuart platform. We have just a little bit of money saved up.
Okay.
And I what I learned about myself is that if I just teach people and I myself don't really learn, then I'm not really I'm not growing. And if I'm not growing, then that I think leads to unhappiness for myself. And if I'm unhappy, then that's going to affect my classes, my teachings, because then I'm just doing it just because, and I'm going through the motions. And I think that's, if anything, the message is do what you want to do. That was the thing that Guruji taught me. He said, look, your karma is to experience whatever you came to experience. And, you have to do that thing. And I'm not talking about like go out and party and go to wherever and have a good time.
Yeah.
He's talking about what's in your heart, like what's in your soul. And if you're not doing that thing, you're not going to be happy. It doesn't matter how much money you're making, who you're with, who you're dating, what you're doing. Like that, you're going to have this longing in your heart and your soul, and you can deny it and fake the funk, but it's going to be there.
You have to do that, what fits right with you.
You're not aligned. So the reality, the world that you're experiencing isn't in alignment with what's in your heart. And if that's not the case, that's a big problem. Then you're going to get anxious because you're going to think about the future. You're going to get depressed because you're thinking about the past. And you're not present, and you're missing your whole life right now, this moment. Like right now, right now. I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm here present with you guys.
Yeah.
And that's what meditation is concentration. So we can show up for our life wholeheartedly and go, am I not happy? Am I not aligned? Okay, well, what's going to make me aligned? Okay, let me do that thing, because this body is limited. I don't have forever.
True.
This body is going to turn to dust. So how do I make the most of my life? How do I make the most of this time?
I think that's a lesson that we can all learn from as well, that our time is limited, but especially after 17 years here, and we've both been following your account for a long time, I think it'll definitely be a step for us. Especially, I just remember like during Dubai Fitness Challenge and stuff, like your videos would always get shared a lot because they're very cool. So you'll be missed.
So
But
sweet.
before we move on to our game section, do you guys have any kind of grand plan? You mentioned before maybe you'll travel a bit. Is there anything that you guys want to accomplish together, or it's just go with the flow? What do you think?
The grand plan, we definitely don't know. The grand plan is just where spirit guides us. But we definitely want to take a long journey, spending time in India and China, hopefully, if everything calms down there. We just want to learn from masters.
Yeah.
And this is something I've learned from Ricardo. If you want to learn anything, go to the source of whatever industry, or what industry is not the right word, but category of life it is. We want to learn Tai Chi, go to Tai Chi masters in
Go to China, find the Tai Chi
If we
master
want to
that's in
learn-
the element, in the place of its origin. If you want to learn yoga,
Because
go
I
to
guess it
India.
adds to being more connected with that. and that
energy. Yeah.
It lasts.
Yeah.
So, the
Yeah.
longevity in your passion for it just
Absolutely.
sustained.
Well, you understand what the source of it is, right? So then
Yeah.
you can your teachings become more deep, your understanding becomes more deep, and then you can kind of. It's like I tell people, all right, I'm going to give you the straight up vegetables. All right.
Yeah.
You're going to consume these, but you can consume it however you want. You can make it into a juice. You can make a salad. You can eat it just like that. It's up to you, but you get the source, and then you can break it down and make it digestible for people in whatever manner you like.
You know, sometimes when you read books and you take learnings, I feel
Yeah.
like we should be taking learnings from this.
Honestly.
Because there's been you've just dished out a couple the whole way through, and I'm just
Oh my
like,
God.
That's
go
cool.
back and take notes.
I think that's a practice too, right? Is like they say, Guruji told me, wise men speak when they have something to say. Otherwise, be silent. If you don't enhance the silence, then, and that's a hard practice that I've learned. I'm still working on that. It's not perfected, but you know, it's not talking about stuff that is going to put people down, but uplift people and go, oh, that's pretty cool. Wow, I never thought of that. That's the stuff that changed my life. So that's what I want to share with people. And
Incredible.
so,
It's a great message to end
yeah.
on.
Before we move on though to the game, I just have one last question. Like I said, I'd probably come up with something. For people who feel blocked in their lives with what they're doing and how they are, what would you advise them, like as a first step to kind of get out of that? I mean, obviously it's like you said, it's a journey, it's on your own, but what can get a person to take that first step? What would your first step be, maybe?
First step, come to our meditation classes.
That's it.
Talking from our own, I literally, we created the video of that while we were in Yosemite, and that was one of the videos I'm going to share next week, actually, on YouTube, Ricardo and Nadine, and what to do when you feel really stuck and blocked.
It's incredible.
Yeah, 100%. It was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And speaking from our own experience, because I've been there, rock bottom, you don't know what side to go. You kind of just want to end it all. You either want to move it away or you want to end it all, because it's just like, it's just not worth it anymore. First thing to do is get up and take a shower. Because when we cleanse ourselves, that's a new beginning. When there's water and it cleanses ourselves, that's a new beginning. And then step number 2 is find a space in your house or in your room where you can make it a little sacred space. And there you're going to sit down and breathe. Just breathe. Because when we don't breathe, like just take a note on how you're breathing right now. Is it shallow breathing? Is it up here? Or is it deep breathing? And then we're just going to breathe. Just even 5 breaths, deep breaths, and just relax. And then start noticing where your thoughts are. Is my thoughts in the past? Am I beating myself up for things I've done? Or my thoughts in the future? Am I scared? Am I doubtful? Don't I know what to do? What is going to happen? This person saying that. Is it imagination mode or is it memory mode? Just see, no judge. Just see where it is. And through the breath, you bring your mind to the present moment where I'm right now. And that's where the power is. And then you put on music. It's 528 hertz. And it just uplifts the vibrations within you. Yeah, because every single thing vibrates. This table, you, this water, every single thing vibrates. And we can change the vibrations with everything outside us and everything within us. But the quickest way to do that is to change the vibrations that you hear. And then you can start with your thoughts. And then breathe, just sit there and just feel it. And then always, 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 the umbrella of everything is being grateful for the lesson that we're learning right now and being grateful for what is present and what is working. So completely shift our attention to what is there already. Because when the attention or the focus is anywhere else, that's where the energy is going to go. So these are 5 very simple things. It's very simple. It's too simple to think for ourselves that it's going to work. But that's why it's so important. And then when we go down the journey of then starting taking actions of what the things are that makes us feel good, then it brings us to a real deep practice. And that's what Ricardo and I are doing every day. Practicing meditation. And that comes with time. You know, sometimes it feels overwhelming to think, oh, I have to meditate now. Tweet.
For me, it's really simple. To answer your question, take a deep breath. What keeps us alive?
Simple as.
If we don't breathe, bye.
Yeah.
You're gone. If you just hold your breath for 2 minutes, you realize how important that is. So why would we not practice taking in more of the thing that keeps us alive? We take it for granted because it's autonomous. So if we actually consciously think about it, there's a lot of beautiful science that has been proven on the direct link between our mind and the brainwave frequencies, how they lower when you breathe deeply. Because what happens is, as you mentioned on the breath, if you breathe in too shallow, your heart feels like it's closing.
You're in survival mode.
Yeah, survival adrenaline comes up because you're afraid. Ultimately, it comes down to we're afraid to die. That's what that is. It's adrenaline to keep you alive. But our problem is we can't discern our ego and our adrenaline can't determine if we're being chased by a wild animal in the jungle or somebody says, hey, I don't like your shirt. Your shirt is stupid. Yeah. So it comes up and then you start breathing shallow. Oh my God, I can't believe she said da-da-da-da or whatever it is.
Yeah.
This mother lover Dubai. So whatever it is, it arises in you, and then when you breathe deeply, you start to become aware of these sensations. So you don't act or react on the energy arising. So if you breathe deeply, you take the life force, it's called chi or prana, and you take it in deep, and then you cleanse your nervous system. It dilutes the adrenaline, and then you're removing stale oxygen from your lungs. Because if you're breathing shallow, think about it. If you're not. That's creating flow. It's like a flowing river. There's no diseases or bacteria on the surface of a flowing river. But if you look at a stale, stagnant body of water, there's mosquitoes, bacteria forms, nasty stuff. So that's why we got to breathe. That's what they're talking about when they say flow.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely breathing a lot deeper after that. And I can hear Shireen beside me doing the same.
Are you breathing deeply too? You guys can't see her. She's like,
she's like, we needed this.
And it's we can't think it's that simple. It's for our human minds that always want to try to figure out the latest hack.
Yeah, we think
How
there's
can it
such
be
an
that
extensive answer
simple?
to it when it's so simple.
There's got to be an app. There's got to be this or that, or it's just breathe. Put your
Yeah.
phone
Just
down.
take a step back and just breathe.
Yeah,
just breathe.
and there's certain breathing techniques that we'll share on the YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
Ricardo and Nadine.
Ricardo and
Ricardo and Nadine.
Guys,
Okay.
we're going to play our little game.
Okay,
Okay.
let's
It's
play.
called
Come
Mr.
on.
and Mrs. And it's basically, I think they play it at like hen parties and bachelorette parties.
Yeah, so
to
for
figure
their
out-
cases, we're going to call it Future Mr. and
Future
Mrs.
Mr. and Mrs.
Okay.
And it's to
Okay.
figure out how
Why
well
not?
you guys know each other.
Yeah.
So first we will ask questions about Ricardo, and you
Okay.
both have to answer. So you'll know the answer,
Okay.
and Nadine, you'll have to see if you know it, and we'll just
Wait.
see who knows who better.
Okay.
So I feel really bad that we're putting you guys against each other.
It's a competition, man. Just get it
friendly
wrong
one.
altogether.
Well, the only thing that can come from this is we can get to know each other even better.
That's amazing.
Yeah. She's really good
I
at
feel
that
like
too.
now we should have added more because I feel like they know each other obviously already on this level.
But
I feel
these
like I
are-
could have added more. But we'll
I don't
see.
know.
We'll see.
Not enough one. There's only 3 primary colors. Oh my God. Okay, so how do we do it?
So you'll have to shield your answers from each other. So maybe use that as a backing.
Okay.
And then here's your marker. So question
Okay.
1 will be for Ricardo,
Okay.
but you'll both answer. What did Nadine wear on the first date?
Hey.
Was it the first time we met?
Yeah, first time you picked me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you have to maybe define what was the first meeting.
Moment, yeah.
It's
Okay.
interesting looking back
Right.
at like first dates or meetings that we've had. Would you remember what you first
I would
wore?
never remember what they were wearing. No, I'd remember what was said, but then again, maybe they just
Maybe the special ones.
yeah.
I don't know.
What I'm reading right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
on
Okay, and then?
3 we'll show.
Okay.
All right.
1, 2, 3, show.
Oh my
Little blue hat, man shirt. Guys, look at this. Little blue hat, man shirt.
And in the same order, written in the same order.
Oh my God.
That
Fabulous.
is
That's
so
funny.
in sync. Wow.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Oh
Let's
my
ask
Oh my, no
Nadine.
pressure now. We get one wrong. What to do?
Oh my word.
The man shirt, like so
Okay.
So
so.
specific.
Specific.
I love it. So for Nadine, what's Ricardo's weirdest quirk?
Morning time?
No.
What? What is it?
Okay.
I got a lot.
Yeah, he
Excuse me,
has a
I
lot.
don't know.
I like how
Okay,
Adam's
no.
cracking up there too.
Totally, he's weird.
Okay.
Oh my love, this is. Can I share it?
I think I know what she's gonna share. Yeah, well, I mean,
Do you
hey.
think? Write it down. Let's see. Let's see. Oh god.
Maybe
He's
I will
got
be-
so many weird quirks. Oh my word. But
I don't know which one
the
you're gonna
weirdest
write.
one is like
What is the weird
Don't
one?
give
Oh, you
hints.
can't give it.
No,
Don't
so
give
I'm not
hints.
I'm not looking.
So what do you
Okay,
think she'll write?
wait.
No, no.
All right, let
Oh,
me see. Let me
please.
see. I didn't read it. Hold on.
Okay, cool.
Okay, which one? I have so many.
I'm curious.
He has to
What-
pick
Do
three,
you have a
like-
weird quirk, Shireen?
I don't know. Probably a lot. Do I have a weird quirk, Alan? You'd know. She's like, oh god.
What is? You have weird sayings, right?
I mean, yes.
You have
Okay.
That
a
the
Shireen.
office has now adapted
Shireen
to.
has a whole dictionary. So that would be like.
I literally just copy it off of Twitter.
Okay,
Okay.
Oh, hers is like,
she's writing
how
a
detailed
paragraph.
is this? I wonder.
It's coming out,
I'm
guys. Lovin Dubai,
sorry.
you're gonna get the scoop,
The
man.
tea.
You're
Okay,
gonna
okay,
get
okay.
Okay. On 3, we'll show.
The dirty
Ricardo's
laundry.
weirdest quirk is.
When he cuts his nails,
Oh man.
In quotation.
Oh no.
he bites it off, like, and then spits it out, especially in the car.
Oh man.
Living
I
life
don't- I gotta-
carefree,
I
you know?
know. And then I always ask him, can you do that with your toenails as well? Because he's so flexible. No, he doesn't.
I can't.
But that is
We
the
got that one
weirdest
wrong.
And he's
thing.
like,
I said I make animal noises in the
Yes,
shower in the
he
mornings.
does make very.
In the shower in the morning.
Yeah, to wake her up.
So this is the morning routine. He takes a shower. And it's quiet, quiet, quiet. And then he takes a cold shower right after that. And he goes like,
Oh my God.
and then he's done. He's like, can all the fikis in the house please say, and then I say, in the bed.
Fiki means fairy
Fiki
in
means fairy.
Afrikaans. So I just mess around. It's like a daily ritual. But also a really nice thing, I think, if I'm going to be honest. When I wake up, I always tell her, I love you and I'm grateful for you.
Yes.
Whenever, as soon as I wake up, before
Every
I
day.
step out of
So
the bed.
it balances
So
out
that's-
that quirk.
I
And,
love
that's,
that word.
and then you bring the wildlife nature.
And then we brought the
Absolutely,
wildlife
like, that's
because she's
amazing.
from
It's my favorite
South
nature.
Africa.
Absolutely,
She misses the big
exactly.
five, so
We
so that makes the cup noises too, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, the line noises.
But it's
yeah.
it's fun. Why not? I told you we're like
It's my
children.
favorite
We
part
really
of the
are.
day.
That's what
We're
you
like
want.
little kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
If there was
It's
no
really-
answers, it would be boring. That's amazing.
Left.
And that was not boring. Number 4, Ricardo.
Okay.
Who said I love you first?
Do you still remember the date?
We want the date. Too.
Oh my god. I don't remember the day. Babe, was it? I can't tell her.
Should we take guesses? Who do you think said I love you first?
Who said I love you first? Okay, because there is a date, I'm gonna say you can write it.
Oh my god. Hey.
I feel like it would be Ricardo.
I vote Ricardo.
Alan votes Ricardo. I
I'm
vote
gonna
Ricardo.
vote Nadine, and I'll give you my reasons. I think there was a special moment created that she wanted to live the moment, so it came out.
Love that for you, Case.
So sweet. I love
Nostradamus.
King. Okay, let's
Yeah.
see.
Okay.
We ready?
Yeah?
Wait.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Show.
Oh my god, look at where the date. Ricardo said it first. There you go.
Ricardo said first.
You guys
8,
are right.
There you go.
Ah.
On August 8, 2018.
18. That's
It's
exact.
2018.
And I know that because I journaled about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't journal.
Another tip, journal it, guys. So
yeah,
you know.
so totally.
Yeah.
Journal changes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he
Is that-
said. Yeah.
I did
I
say
said it with my eyes first. You were right. I was like telling him with my eyes all the time. Like, I love you so much. I love you so much.
So maybe it was her. And I just verbalized
Just
it first.
verbalize it.
Just verbalized it first.
That's so cute. Let's do one more.
We'll do one more.
Yeah.
That's so
Okay.
sweet.
Let's
Okay.
do this one.
This?
Yeah.
Okay. For Nadine,
Paper.
what is Ricardo's favorite thing about you? Thing? We should have been more specific.
The
But
left.
yeah.
Philip.
What is your favorite thing about me?
I wish I
Down to
understood their love
23.
language
Huh?
right now because I'm like, are they giving each other hints?
No. I'll write on here.
Is that what it is? A love language? That's beautiful.
I mean, no, it has a
Not
whole
really.
different meaning. I
Not really. I
literally
gotta
just adapted
see,
it to this situation.
Oh, are these all your
Your
questions
favorite
here?
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
That's cool. They got a cheat sheet. If you think they know everything.
Nope.
I'm kidding.
We're reading off of it.
Alright, here we go. Let's see.
Super tidy, super well laid
That's-
out.
Favorite thing about
It's actually
Nadine?
really hard.
We should have done like a top 3.
To get right.
We should have done a top
Well,
3.
I am writing a chart.
What is
What's your favorite thing about me, Shireen?
Casey putting me on the
Yes,
spot.
tell us.
I love that
Do you
you're
have a
calm.
list?
You're always calm
Oh,
no
that's
matter
cool.
what. I do
That's
love that
amazing.
because
Thank
I
you.
tend to be the stressy one, and you're just like, at least on the outside. I don't know how it is internally for you, but you seem pretty calm, cool, and
Hey.
composed. You're very carefree like that.
I like
Yeah.
your personality. I think Shireen has a very unique personality. That's it's hard for people to bring that out, but you always do.
Oh, thank you.
You guys having a moment?
We're having a moment.
this. I
We're
love this
having a
happening on the
moment.
side.
Yeah, you don't always say these things, though, right? It's
Yeah.
hard to
It's true,
come
and
out.
it's so important because this is really like we've been together for almost 2 years, and every day we say that to each
Yeah.
other, and I think it's really, really important for friendships.
It's something to think about
don't
with
say it
people
every
around
day.
you. We
Yeah,
don't.
we
We
don't
don't.
say
We
it.
probably
Yeah.
should.
It's really interesting. I think we sometimes, honestly, I think we take it for granted because we talk about this stuff all the time. What we just share with you guys, we talk about it every day, all
Yeah.
day, every day. And then like sometimes we're like, well, what do we talk about on YouTube? We're like, we don't have anything to talk about. But then somebody's like has never heard that, and like you get reactions like you guys. So
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's interesting, huh? Like
Not
we,
to
You
just
think this is
overthink
normal,
it.
but then
yeah, we think it's
Yeah.
normal because it's just our like normal every
To be
day.
reflective, and others just aren't.
Yeah.
We're just encouraging and uplifting each other. It's like, oh, I love this about you, and I love when you say that and how you say
Okay,
that.
look,
Well,
look,
let's
look,
see
look,
if
look,
you
look,
know.
look, 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 look.
Okay,
show,
cool.
show
Like
me.
a re-show?
Show
What
me.
was
I
the
wanna
question
know.
again?
What's Ricardo's favorite thing about Nadine? Her heart, how much she loves to uplift people. Oh, I can't. Okay, Nadine, what did you write?
Kiki.
They're about to
Hey.
get a re-engagement.
Let me see, let me see. Let me see.
I said,
My
accent.
accent,
Ah, it's
my
true.
childlikeness, and how much I love
Love
people.
people.
So you got that. You
yeah.
got that down.
I
Yeah.
knew it was one of the three
It's very
of
hard.
those.
Yeah, yeah,
It's very hard
yeah.
for you to answer that because it's hard for you to say what someone loves about me.
Yes, you know.
But that's amazing.
But I guess it's
It feels
because
like
they're
that.
so open with each other and okay with the vulnerability and
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
accept
Yeah.
that
That's
that
the
it's
thing.
normal. It's
Yeah.
you know that about each other.
It's so
amazing.
true what you say. It's like being vulnerable, and Ricardo is very vulnerable with me, and I'm not sure if a
It's
lot of
beautiful.
men feel safe to do that. And the same with me, I'm very vulnerable with him, and again, I'm
Yeah.
not sure if a lot of women feel safe to
Yeah.
be that
100%.
with their partner without being judged or ridiculed and I think it's important to create a safe environment for us just to be
Yeah.
loved and accepted.
And for dudes to like somebody who looks like a dude who's like, hey man, hey bro, you can be compassionate, you can
Yeah.
still be a man, you can still be a bro, but be kind. Don't be a jerk.
Yes.
Like it's not about you. Like it's about the whole.
It's definitely
And-
a YouTube
And to
topic in the works.
you
that I'm
think?
I
hoping-
think
That
that's
one,
a
is that-
workshop.
Why not? Because
yeah,
that'd be cool.
that would be nice to shed light on that, men
Yeah.
and compassion and
Yeah.
how that literally can be two and two together. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be. You don't have to have that appeal of the macho and
Yeah.
I'm abrasive and I'm staying off. Of
Break those
vulnerability.
stereotypes more.
Yeah. I think we're getting there. I think it's trying to lead by example, right? And if somebody had said that to me, I think back in the day and really talked to me, and they were living, and living what they were preaching and talking about, then I think that would have been really cool for me. I had to go to India to find that, but that I think is part of the Ricardo and Nadine thing is to create a space for men to go, hey, dude, sit down and breathe. It's all right, bro. You're not gonna die. Like you're gonna actually enhance your life.
Mm-hmm.
Start, going inside of yourself and expressing yourself. I think that's really important, right? So I want to be the example for men, if I can say that,
Really good.
and so yeah. So
Guys-
then you guys can find your enlightened, compassionate, kind
Yes.
man, and then he's gonna go. You're gonna be on this show.
He's somewhere
Yes.
looking at
You're
it.
gonna-
He's looking
you're
at a
gonna do the
photo
thing.
somewhere. I can tell.
Yeah.
He's back
Yeah.
there.
Who's that?
Guys, thank you for that amazing insight into kind of what goes on behind the scenes of your lives. I think it was really special for us to hear up close and personal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you
us
guys. Thanks
here.
for
You guys
inviting
are
us and-
amazing, honestly. We just
Yeah.
always just get love. And
Yeah.
we don't always know why, from you especially. And we really
Yeah.
appreciate that deeply, honestly.
It's because of
It
the work
means a
that you
lot.
guys do, and you guys really do help a lot of people, and you will continue to do so with your powerful words and obviously the work that you do, teaching people about yoga and what it is and how it's a lifestyle and not just, performing asanas on a yoga mat.
Yeah.
So that's
Thank you.
incredible. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And
Really
we will
appreciate
be following through with what you guys will do with the Ricardo in the future.
it.
Absolutely.
Please
Thank
do.
you.
good. You
Please
guys
do.
follow them. Really, have a look. Watch their videos. You'll feel something. You'll know it within yourself. Honestly.
Thank you
You're
so
so
much.
kind. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Guys, that was the
Appreciate
Lovin
you.
Show. We are back next week, same time, same place. See you then.
See you then.
Bye.